Good day, folks, and welcome to another edition of Lumberjack Logic Live. I'm your host, Neil Johnson. Always excited to be with you. Always excited to share the news with you, especially when we're winning. That's right. Winning news, folks. Let me just jump right to a poll right off the bat. 73% say coming here illegally is breaking the law. That's right. As much as they've tried to tell us, do you remember Don Lemon told us that it was not breaking the law to come here illegally? Don Lemon, the man who has now broken the law. In fact, I've got that, Rebecca. It's in a Don Lemon folder. You can just pull that up and drop out of the poll. I'll run through the rest of the poll numbers. 61% of Americans support deporting illegals. That's right. Can you imagine 61% after all of the negative press? After all of the heartbreaking stories, we still have 61% of Americans supporting deporting of illegals. 58% oppose defunding ICE. That's right. They're telling you that nobody likes ICE. Nobody wants anything to do with ICE. ICE is the stain on the administration, and yet 58% oppose defunding ICE. And 54% support ICE enforcing our immigration laws. That's right. Again, in spite of all of this, 54% of Americans support ICE enforcing our immigration laws. So, folks, if that isn't winning, I don't know what is. It's got to make little tampon Timmy cry. It's got to make all the woke tards in Minneapolis cry. But I am still wondering where FBI is at in terms of enforcing the financial laws against them, because these are being funded by these NGOs. Now, they're still doing this crap in Minneapolis. In fact, I'm going to jump you ahead here. Did we find Don Lemon?
Yep.
We did? Is this where he's interviewing the lady on the street and talks about immigration laws? This is hilarious, folks. Let's play this video.
Okay, crossing the border illegally is not a crime?
No, it's not a criminal act. It's a misdemeanor.
So why are they being sent back and saying that they're breaking the law?
That's the point.
Okay, as somebody that
We don't know if they're breaking the law because they won't tell. There's a due process. Where's the evidence? That's the whole point. And if they are breaking the law, most people will say, okay, and they need to go if they're criminals. But if they're not, why are they being rounded up and sent out? Especially when he promised to deport the criminals. And now he's not doing that.
Yeah, I don't think we're going.
Misdemeanor is not a crime.
Yeah.
So misdemeanor is not
It's not a criminal act. No, if you get charged with a misdemeanor, that's not a criminal act.
Why get charged at all then? If it's not a criminal act.
Why get charged?
Because we have different levels of crime. Everything is not the same.
So it's crime.
No.
So it is a crime. That's right, folks. Oh, Donnie boy, they want to deport these illegals in spite of you. In fact, actually not in spite of, but because of you running into a church. Nobody in America is supporting you, Donnie boy. There's a few radical leftists, obviously. Hey, if you want to see something good, if you want to see how much we're winning, folks, check out this next video of kids on Roblox launching ICE raids. This is epic, folks. Epic. Right there, man. We got SWAT, ICE, they're going in and doing the raids. It's exactly what our kids need to be supporting. That's right, support law enforcement. Do you remember when it was that PBS that had what was that thing that Josh likes so much? My grandson, Rebecca.
Paw Patrol.
Paw Patrol. That's right. Paw Patrol. You remember when Paw Patrol became so bad because it was police, and I think PBS got rid of it? Is that what happened? It was something like that. Help me out in the chat here with that story. Having some of that Mike Lindell coffee. Yeah, and they had to, by the way, the coffee is on back order. It's coming in. They will update me. I know some of you are really having withdrawals because you don't have your My Coffee. I always keep some on hand. Anyways, but yeah, I think Paw Patrol, there was this big boycott of Paw Patrol on the left because who'd want to support law enforcement. Yet it turns out here we are on Roblox, kids launching ICE raids. Now, folks, if you didn't know, Minneapolis, South Minneapolis, it is a level of woke-tardism that you people have probably not experienced where you're from, okay? Now, it was not, when I lived down there, that bad. We had South Minneapolis was actually, again, I played basketball with the dealers and that type of thing. It was a pretty rough neighborhood. It's gotten a little more gentrified. It's a bunch of white liberals. But if you hadn't seen, the roadblock actually got taken down. Let's check that video out. So this was the roadblock where they were running their checkpoints. Okay,
that's not your fucking chair, man.
Nice. Look at that, the chair. Yep, you're losing your chair, buddy. Losing your chair. I'm sure it was a valuable chair. So Minneapolis has finally decided to take out the checkpoint. This is beautiful. This is what the police needed to be doing before just removing this, because if you look at this next one, this is what was going on there, okay, was these, they're stopping running plates, and they're even stopping Somalis.
Here in South Minneapolis, we just actually spoke to some of the individuals if you want to just check out here wearing the kind of black block covering their faces. They have this kind of blockade here where they're stopping some vehicles. Actually, Eric, if you can point down there, they're actually stopping this vehicle, and they check the out-of-state plates just to see if they're ICE. And what's interesting is just moments ago, down there, we have an Uber driver. He's from Somalia. He's clearly not ICE. And they said that in their database that vehicle was popping up as an ICE vehicle. So we were questioning them about this database that they're using. Obviously, there's some type of network or communication.
This is all that
according
signal
to them,
check
local
crap.
law enforcement hasn't even came in and stopped. So Eric, just gotta shoot some of this and check it out. They're on the phone. I guess they were checking the license plate. We heard in their walkie-talkie.
Stopping Somalians now. They're stopping the Somalians, folks. That's just so funny. Oh, these people are losing. Here, I'll show you another poll. Show you just how bad they're losing. Harvard-Harris poll. Overwhelming support. An overwhelming supermajority of Americans oppose the lawless, chaotic, and dangerous sanctuary policies that have protected criminal illegal immigrants and fueled the mob violence and criminality in places like Minneapolis. Enough. It's based common sense. Do you think, so here's the question, do you think that local officials hand over to immigration authorities criminals in jail who are here illegally, or should state and local officials not turn over criminals for deportations? 67% hand over, 33% not hand over. And you can see the GOP is like 89%. Whereas, folks, here's the real question. What on earth? What is this? Who are these 11% GOP voters who don't think that criminal illegals should be handed over to be deported? Where is this 11%? What is this? The James Langford crew? Is that what this is going on here? We got the Mitch McConnell wing. So, and look at that. The Dems are split. That tells you how morally bankrupt the Democrat Party is. You could have a child rapist, and don't you hand them over to ICE to be deported, folks. People are whacked, and America's seeing this, okay? Independents, obviously, in support. It just makes sense. Here, you guys want to, here's another poll. This is a stunning blow to Democrats. It really is, folks. This is a big one. This is nationwide voter ID. For so long, Mark Elias, Chuck Schumer, and these leftards have been running around telling you that it is racist and misogynistic to require voter ID out of people. And now look at this poll. Here's Harry Enton on CNN.
Take a look here. Favorite photo ID to vote. 85% of white people favor it. 82% of Latino. 76% Black Americans favor it. So the bottom line is this. Voter ID is not controversial in this country. A photo ID to vote is not controversial in this country. It is not controversial by party, and it is not controversial by race. The vast majority of Americans agree with Nicki Minaj that, in fact, you should have a photo ID to be able to vote. So,
pretty simple stuff, folks. I mean, this just seems like a real common sense thing. I mean, if you're going to vote, you should have a photo ID and be able to prove you're a citizen. 76% of Black Americans, Stacey Abrams be damned, want the voter ID. They're like, yeah, that makes sense. Do you remember those videos where they would go around and interview the people on the street, and then they would talk to the Black Americans and say, do you have the internet? Do you know how to use computers? Oh gosh, God help us all, folks. Here's another big win, folks. Now I'm going to jump off Minneapolis for just a second. Javier Milei won so big in Argentina that his party surged. Check this out. It's parliament deputies by 172%. Check this video out. It's so funny. Can you imagine being his security? I mean, trying to deal with Javier Milei there. Oh my gosh. But from 172% from 37 to 101, and senators by 233% from 6 to 20. Okay, that's a big, big win. Javier Milei is a big Trump supporter. So on to the next one. We've got the pro-ICE billboards in San Francisco. What's interesting about this, so somebody purchases these billboards and you're going to see some response of people, but some people are very positive towards this. Now this is in San Francisco, okay, ahead of the Super Bowl. He's purchased these billboards that ICE is Defensive Player of the Year. It's triggering the left.
A new digital billboard at Fisherman's Wharf in San Francisco is evoking mixed reactions.
It made me sick to my stomach.
It's an ad that shows support for ICE.
They have a job to do too. That's it. I don't have a problem with them.
The billboard reads, Defensive Player of the Year, ICE. A group that calls itself American Sovereignty is behind the billboard. We tried to reach out to them to learn more about their motivation, but have not been able to reach anyone.
I'm worried for my neighbors. I'm worried for what is happening. And I'm worried to see it escalating here.
With the Super Bowl just days away, these concerned community members say they're doing something every day to get their message out.
I mean, it's so funny when you see that woman. It's exactly who you would think would be concerned for her neighbors, quote unquote. Yeah, and we reached out to them for their motivations behind it. I mean, it's probably because they support ICE and want deportations. I mean, I don't think you really have to wonder that much on that one. But here's a guy who's in full support of ICE. This was an Iowa man in a Target parking lot, and he's talking to MSNBC, and he's like, leave him alone. I mean, it's absolutely wild to me that we are going through this peaceful, quote unquote, protest, which isn't peaceful at all.
You make of what's happening in Minnesota.
Just let them be there and do their job, period. Leave ICE alone. Getting in front of people's faces and doing this to ICE is total horse hockey in my opinion.
Horse hockey.
Donald Trump is doing what the people elected him to do. Get rid of the illegal immigration. That's it.
That's right. I mean, that's what we elected him to do, was get rid of illegal immigrants. And as I've shown you here, poll after poll, Americans still want illegals deported. The press has done everything in their power to demonize ICE. You should have seen the front page of the Minneapolis or the Minnesota, I guess they changed it, Tribune, Minnesota Star Tribune. We used to call it the Red Star. It is absolutely the most vile paper in the nation. See if you can find that. The front page of it was posted. Somebody had shared it, but the front page was just demonizing ICE and everything. That's the Star Tribune for you. It's just insanity. But never forget, Melania Trump, the Trump presidency, is the only one with a direct immigrant in the first family since 1829. Okay, so they say they hate immigrants, but nonetheless, that's the situation there. It'd be on X, Rebecca. You would just look it up there. But here I want to. We've got some great video here. Actually, this is one of my favorite videos I've seen. I know you guys like the ICE videos, so I'm going to share one with you. This is maybe the best ICE video you've seen. I apologize for the crowd and the cussing, but it's just what all these freaks do. So let's watch this video here. Watch the flashbangs and gas, how they handle this crowd. It's beautiful.
Stop! Oh, you fucking coward! You cowardly little bitch!
They're just unbelievable. I mean, they think that that's going to stop it by, using all their cuss words and doing their thing, but it's not. Cowards. Oh, because, they're trying to deal with you. I mean, this is so awesome, though. They just roll up, they make the arrest, and then they deal with the crowd. Look at that guy standing there. It's like when you're out elk hunting, you got to watch out for grizzly bears. And so somebody stands watch with the gun while you're taking care of the meat. Because these guys, they're like the grizzly bears. They want to come in and, interfere with your work. And it doesn't matter. The deportations roll on. They roll on, folks. We're just rolling right along. Deportations will continue until illegals are gone. Let me see here. Oh, what's this? Oh, yeah, this one too. So this one is apparently, Rebecca, what had you read on that other post on this?
That these people in this vehicle had threatened ICE the day before.
Yeah, so these people had threatened ICE the day before, and then they're stalking after the ICE agents again. So watch how the ICE agents have to deal with these people.
Hey, I need you to back up. You need to back up. Stay safe.
Stay safe. Stay safe.
At the drivers in the vehicle right now. Hey, get back. You guys need to stay back. You can record, but you got to be back.
See, he's nice. ICE agent's nice. You can record, but be back.
Hey, get back. Hey, get the fuck back.
I can't even imagine what these agents have to deal with. What a job.
Hey, no, don't get on the road. Stay back over here. Okay. You guys can take pictures, just need to stay back.
So these people are going to get the cuffy cuffs. This resistance has failed, folks, in so many ways.
I see the press. You're good. Checking for ID.
This quote unquote resistance has failed in so many ways. And the fact of the matter is, no matter how hard they work to demonize ICE, ICE rolls on. The deportations are getting done, and America still supports them. And, we're constantly seeing the fake news, folks. You guys know where I'm going with this. Millions of people are on the wrong Medicare plan for their needs. Because one of the biggest scams out there is the Medicare industry that I'm so proud to partner with my friends at Chapter. Okay, Chapter is not big government. They're not insurance. They're independent, and they can compare plans from all these different providers. Average call is about 20 minutes. Average savings is $1,100. Okay, so you owe it to yourself to just make the call. It's 832-761-2660. There's no risk. They're not going to pressure you into getting a plan that you don't need. You can read the comments on this channel. People are being told, well, you've got the best plan for you. And I've seen multiple comments like that. And they're like, hey, Chapter told me I had the best plan, so I didn't need to switch. But at least that that you're getting the best plan. But an average savings of $1,100 a year. Go check them out. Give Chapter a call. 832-761-2660, folks. Let's see. I want to show you something else. This is what this is all about. So all this illegal immigration for the Dems, the reason they're so desperate to keep them here is all about voting and the census. So we know that some illegals have voted. We know that to be a fact. Okay. And we know that to be a fact because people have been prosecuted under it. The prosecutions are not equal to the number of people actually committing the crimes, though. But from Attorney General Catherine Hanaway, she said the 2021 and 2031 apportionate shift significantly under a census that does not include illegal immigrants. So she's the Attorney General of Missouri. Missourians and other states are being unjustly deprived of representation under the policy. So look at this, 2021 apportionment without illegal immigrants, and then here at 2031 apportionment without illegal immigrants. This changes the whole map. Do you see this? So they would have been down a seat in Wisconsin, down 3 in California, down 1 in Texas. Or is that a +1 in Texas? No, that's a plus. So these are all plus. And then we got one more seat in these more, let's see, Pennsylvania, West Virginia. West Virginia would be a Republican pickup. Ohio would be a Republican pickup. Missouri would be a Republican pickup, and then tough to know about Michigan there. But then if you look at the 2031 apportionment, look at this. California's down 4. Unfortunately, Oregon goes up 1. No, that is Minnesota would not have one more seat. They'd be down a seat. I wonder how she's doing this. Pull this up. Illinois loses a seat. That makes sense. Florida would actually, that would lose a seat just because there's so many illegals there. You've got these northeastern states, Massachusetts, which has no Republican representation at all. New Jersey is in there. So you can look at this. This changes it if these illegals are gone, and that's one of the reasons the Democrats want the illegal immigration so much. Rebecca, do you want to share the video? There's a big sale going on at MyPillow. I forgot to get this in earlier, so if you could please get that in there quick, Rebecca, and just share what's going on over at MyPillow.
It's finally here, our second annual mega sale. This sale comes around once a year, so take advantage of the best offers ever while you can. For example, save 50% on our Giza Dream bed sheets as low as $29.98. And for the first time ever on TV, MyPillow mattresses and MyPillow mattress toppers as low as $99.98. And you save 50% on our Lux Pure 6-piece towel sets. Regular $69.98, now only $39.98. And our best-selling standard MyPillows, regular $49.98, on sale for $17.98. Wait on it, mega sale, only $14.98. So go to MyPillow.com or call the number on your screen. Use this promo code to take advantage of our second annual mega sale. But wait, there's more. To make the mega sale even more special, when you order right now, your order's going to ship absolutely free.
There you go, folks. Go check out the details at mypillow.com. Call 1-800-568-2865. Promo code Lumberjack. Folks, Gateway Pundit, I want to share something. Democrat Governor Abigail Spanberger is set to release illegal alien accused of strangling 8-month-old baby. Refused to hand him to ICE. This is not a joke. This is how whack the Democrats are. Ask your friends, neighbors, relatives who are so opposed to Trump and ICE. Ask them if they would be upset. The way to ask that, too, is you've got to kind of trap them with the question first, because if they know it's about ICE and Trump, just say something like, hey, did you guys know that, and don't even mention illegal alien, ask it to him this way. I just read an article and they are releasing somebody who is supposed to stand trial for strangling an 8-month-old baby. Doesn't that seem crazy? What? So they'll think it's crazy. And then you say, yeah. I mean, doesn't that seem wrong to you? Yeah, that's wrong. Oh, well, it's a illegal alien. And the governor of Virginia, Abigail Spanberger, is set to release him because she does not want to hand him over to ICE. Do you see something wrong with that? Do you see what I'm doing there? You got to kind of set them up without the facts that it's ICE and that they're an illegal alien, because otherwise they're going to try and go down this road. Look at this newly elected governor. But by the way, folks, I am going to do a show on Virginia, a video. I've been collecting stuff. What has gone on in Virginia since that election out there? It's wild. And if you want to be concerned about the midterms, Virginia is the case study. And I'll run through that with you. But so she is poised to release a savage illegal alien convicted of brutally murdering his own infant sister. And she has no intention of handing him over to ICE. The monster in question is Alvaro Mejia Ayala, a 21-year-old, now 22, Salvadorian national who in September of 2025 wrapped a charging cord around the neck of his helpless 8-month-old baby sister in Loudoun County. Remember, Loudoun County is where they had all the issues with the schools. The infant was found unresponsive, the white cable still constricting her tiny throat. Despite desperate medical efforts, she succumbed to her injuries days later, her young life extinguished in a fit of incomprehensible violence. Court documents reveal the horror. Maya Ayala allegedly told a friend he was playing with his sister and may have killed her before fleeing the scene. How do you play with somebody by choking them? I don't understand. It makes absolutely no sense. So these are the types of things. These people need to be deported. And actually, again, I have no problem. We had a situation here in Hibbing. So I'm in a small town, northern Minnesota, and some of the Mexican restaurants up here were raided by ICE. And I found out about this while I was at the health club, and they were telling me about it. Yeah, the DHS people or ICE showed up at this Mexican restaurant, and they hauled out 2 of them. Well, it turns out these people were also supposedly drug dealers, and we have had no overdose deaths since they have been hauled out. Nobody's overdosing going to the hospital anymore since these drug dealers were taken out of the Hibbing area. So that's a huge win, and these are the types of things we need to see more of. So again, the narrative has failed. They're not winning. They're not winning. Okay, I know that they've done a job of demonizing ICE, but people still want ICE. I've shown you in the polling. They're not winning. They're not. Now, understand the SAVE Act and what's going on with that. And there's been a bunch of conflicting reports, and I haven't had time to dig into all of that today as we were putting together other stories. We do have an upload that'll be dropping here in a few hours. Make sure you're subscribed. Make sure you got your notifications turned on. But thanks so much for listening today, and we'll see you on the next episode, folks. Peace out.